all the prayer and Bible study groups that she attended. So this is from her. If I could be there, I would like to say this in person and out loud tremendously, just like Rebecca. Rebecca was a person who took a stand for what she believed in, no matter how it made anyone else feel. Definitely independent in her ways and beliefs. She was also very thoughtful. She paid attention to the small and those minor details in life, and she turned those into unforgettable memories and gifts. She was continually making awesome gifts for everyone that touched her. You'll see some pieces of pottery, as Ronnie stated, yarning, a lot of knitting, a lot of Christmas gifts out there. And when she made those were from the heart, and all those gifts received, and that was her thing, was giving those things and seeing those expressions on people's faces and experiences. And that's what it really came down to her. And she was generous and wanted to share those talents as a way for her to say thank you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being side by side as we go along this journey. She loved her friends so much that she asked Flynn to start a Bible study group for the few of them. Rebecca wanted to grow her knowledge of Jesus, and she wanted to share that with everyone. We had had several conversations about our belief and love for God. She even got her to join the choir. That's a miracle. Because Nicole is very reserved and quiet, and it's pretty amazing to see her sing and rejoice. Graciously giving was the way Rebecca lived. That was her mantra. She came up with an idea of having a book club. And I'll make a comment on that. I'm not a book club kind of guy. And so when she said, we're doing this, I said, okay. It was just the four of us, Nicole's husband, Anthony, myself, and Rebecca. And I turned to Anthony and I was like, we're going to be held accountable for this. And he's like, I know, but let's do it. And out of all the books that are out there in the world, she wanted to dive right in 100%, 0 to 100, the book of 5 different love languages. And that's an intense book from a guy like me, who's not very publicly affectionate. And so that was her way of saying, suck it up, Buttercup. It's time to go. And to deepen our relationship even further. And it did. It changed the way we communicated, how we interact, how we spoke to each other. Just general interaction with it across the board. And I'm so thankful for that. Nicole saying, Rebecca did this so we can love each other over more passionately to be spouses, but also friends. She helped her family grow, and in times like this, in so many different ways. Her love was unconditional. I love Rebecca so deeply as a true soulmate. There are not too many Rebeccas in the world that enter our life. We should all take the time to enjoy every minute we have with those type of people in our lives and with your spouses and loved ones. They make us a better person, and they make a better way of life. Rebecca did that for Nicole, and I know she did for many others. Rebecca would say to us, live your life like you want to live it. Be happy and do the things that make you happy. Do not waste your time being unhappy, no matter the cost. Find Jesus and grow your relationship with him, and don't leave without him. She cannot wait to hug her again. Another quick note from one of her friends, Amy Tanisi. There are no words to describe the emotions in this room, but shock and disbelief. Rebecca left an imprint on each person here today. She loved big and had a smile and laugh that was infectious. She was always the life of the party and had a great gift of gab. She was honest though, giving it, but in a caring way. And she was a go-getter that loved Jesus. I will miss our friendship, our dinners, Jeep rides, summer pool days, and fun text messages. But most of all, she'll miss shopping and adventures at TJ Maxx and Goodwill. She would always find those hidden gems. I feel comfort knowing that you are dancing at the feet of Jesus. Rest in peace, sweet friend. I love you and look forward to seeing you again. Love, Amy. In closing here, as you can tell, Rebecca, I should say, or I called her Beck. She was passionate. She was very, very passionate. And passionate leads different directions, but she was passionate about love and passionate about family and certainly passionate about friends. So well organized, she had lists all over the place and all different media devices. Artistic, we found each other in Savannah at SCAD, and we bonded. And some of the stories I heard this week when she was talking about me to some of her family members, and they were like, "You met a SCAD guy? What are you doing with those artsy people?" But we had that connection. And she was mission driven and still is. Truly remarkable. And that word remarkable means a lot to me because it's worth making a remark about. And her mark will be continued as time passes. Like I said, she was direct to the point. Let's get to the meat of the topic here. I don't want any sizzle. Just give me the steak. No frou-frou stuff. She just wanted to get down to it because for her, that was the most meaningful thing. If you walk through, I've been reflecting a lot this week and just observing things and subtle little secrets that Beck left for us throughout the house. The common theme of everything and everything that you see written, displayed, is the word love. It's over 100 pieces of art, scripture, things hanging on the wall that just say the word love. And that's an intense feeling with a deep affection. And that, to me, is that passion. And that's the passion of Rebecca. She was passionate about God, friends, family, our two boys, and us as a couple. And she always said, everybody always needs a friend. She was friends to Lot, but she was my best friend and will always be. I always tell the boys now to, she'll continue to talk to us. She's still talking to us today. She's been talking to us all week. It's just in a different way. We have to be open-minded and see how she's working. An example, last Saturday night, Ethan was at scout camp, so we decided for myself and Cohen and I to go out to dinner, and had a nice, beautiful dinner. And we got home just in time for the Georgia-Notre Dame game. I'll say that. I was pulling for Georgia, actually. Cohen picked up on this song that was playing as we turned into the community in our driveway, and it was the Beatles' "Here Comes the Sun." And that was, we've always enjoyed that song. Didn't think anything of it. fast forward. Sunday is some of the connections. Those Sundays when we kind of heard some of the bad news wasn't going the way we wanted it to. But it was a way that it should have been, was going. It was out of our hands and in her and the Lord's hands. Fast forward 3 days later, when she was giving gifts of her life and extending those to others. Her heart, her kidneys, her liver, and even her eyes. That gift of life was Wednesday morning. And as we were going up to the hospital to attend this walk of honor that the hospital puts on, no matter if the family members are there or not, they do it out of their grace. Hundreds of doctors and physicians lined the hallway as we took Becky down to the operating room. But as we were approaching the hospital at Kennestone, they have this outdoor roundabout area where people are dropped off. Beautiful flagpole that sits out in front. I was pulling into the hospital. And when you pull in, you're in shadow. You're in kind of a darkness because you got 2 parking garages on the side, and you go underneath this kind of causeway or bridge. And as soon as I turn the corner, the sun's rising above the building, above this flagpole, and that song comes on. Here Comes the Sun. And I wasn't wearing sunglasses. I literally almost was blinded. And my sister looks at me, she's like, "What?" And I was like, "It's the last song we shared together. Saturday night." If that's not a connection, I don't know what is. It brought me some sense of peace. And at that same flagpole, a couple hours later, we rose her Donate Life flag. And truly amazing. Truly amazing. So this is kind of a spur of the moment type thing that I had planned though. In scouting, we do a lot of repeat after me songs. Ethan is putting his head down. It's a way to get everybody saying something and enjoy. Usually they're funny songs there that get all the kids worked up. But for us, for today, I just want to do 3 lines. It's a repeat after me song. Is everybody ready? Repeat after me. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo.
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo.
Here comes the sun, and I say,
here comes the sun, and I say,
it's all right.
it's all right.
And that's what I heard from her Wednesday morning. It's all right. She's okay. And we'll still continue our journey together with all of you in this room. I want to just take a moment to truly thank you all for coming out. It means a lot to myself, the family, the boys, and all of you together. Like I said, I know she's here today binding us, bringing us all together, and we're going to continue on in that same path. Thank you all.